We humans are the most fascinating creature on planet Earth. We are stupid but still intelligent. We dream, show emotions, hate, love, and whatnot. And these are the things that make us different. But have you ever wondered why this all happens? If yes, then the answer is pretty simple. Our brain is designed like that, to imagine, to explore, and be restless. They say that sometimes we got to stop thinking, but the only time we actually can stop thinking is the day we die. Sorry, folks. Many great people were born on this planet. From Alexander the Great to Genghis Khan, from Nikola Tesla to Elon Musk. All these people are different in their way, but have you ever wondered what makes these people truly different? It's the way they think and see things. It's all just in their brain. Today we are going to talk about someone who had a different brain than a normal person. A brain that changed the whole world for us. If it wasn't for him, we would be living a completely different life with a different perspective. Today we are talking about the father of modern physics, and if you don't know who he is, please go and study. We are talking about Albert Einstein, the personality who scientists admire and students hate. I mean, they got their reasons, but it was him only who thought things in a different way. He thought things in 3D. He gave us a different perspective to things in reality. He made us question things and made us search for answers. So what was it that made him who he was? Albert Einstein was one of those famous abstract thinkers. His way of thinking was so different that he made other people think differently. He gave us the theory of relativity, changed the whole physics world for all of us. He said time is relative, and at that time we all thought, what is this guy talking about? And now we know what he meant. It was him who went to the extent to think that time is relative, and when people asked what he meant, he proved it with the help of physics and math. I mean, how many of us can do that? He went into gravity and explored it more. He altered our understanding. He said that mass is what makes a space curve. He was the one who led to the revolution of physics in the 20th century. On April 18, 1955, when Einstein died, Dr. Thomas Harvey took his brain out without the consent of Einstein's family. And how can we people blame him? If you were the world-famous scientist, anyone would be interested in your brain. Anyone would have done the same. But yes, I am not supporting his actions. Dr. Harvey was fired from his job because of this incident. He also stated that he only did this for research, and he also said he would do this research at any cost. But unfortunately, he didn't receive permission from Einstein's family. So his brain was stored in a jar and was lying in Harvey's basement. Later on, when Hans Albert Einstein, son of Albert Einstein, gave him permission, the research on Einstein's brain began. The first thing he did was weighing his brain. It was 1,220 grams, which is surprisingly less than a normal human brain, which weighs around 1,400 grams. It was surprising because we expect a person with a brain to have a big brain. You got me, right? Okay, never mind. Later on, he divided his brain into 240 pieces. Yes, they were very small pieces. He sends those pieces to the all-famous researchers all over the world so they could study them and come up with reasoning. He also made 1,000 microscopic slides of his brain tissues so that these tissues could get proper analysis. During the research, they found that his brain has relatively more cells than a normal human being. They also found out that his cerebral cortex was bigger than a usual brain. The cerebral cortex is responsible for the processing of information. This is that part and makes us quick thinkers or slow thinkers. All or imagination happens here. According to many scientists, this is the reason why Albert Einstein has such a vast imagination and outgoing imagination. During the further examination, they all were shocked as his brain was missing a wrinkled parietal operculum. This was the reason why his parietal lobe was 20% bigger than a normal human. Some scientists believe that this is the reason why he was a genius in math and could imagine things that a normal person can't. They also found out that there were 17% more neurons than a normal human being. This is the reason why he has more thinking capability and has higher brain power. They also say that his brain has more folds than the usual brain, and this is the reason behind his intelligence. Currently, his brain is preserved in the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, and we all hope that in the future, we would have the technology and we would be able to analyze his brain further. Now, as we have talked about how intelligent Einstein was, let's talk about some things he did differently, or was not that good at. He was born on 18th of March, 1879. When he was born, his head was bigger than most of the kids. A child learns to talk by the age of 2, but Einstein wasn't able to speak anything till the age of 4. And the first thing he said was during a family dinner, he said, "Soup is too hot." Now this was shocking for his parents, and when he asked why, he never said anything before his reply. So that was kind of weird. He said, "Everything was right till yet." Now when you are this intelligent, everyone expects you to remember everything, but Einstein was not good at that. He was really bad at remembering due dates and phone numbers. In fact, he didn't even know his own phone number. When people used to ask him that, "Why don't you remember your own number?" he said, "Why should I remember something that I can look up in a book?" Now if you are in school and watching it, don't take the wrong hint. You have to remember formulas if you want to score well in math and science. And yes, before you say he was able to remember formulas and stuff, one more weird thing about him was that he never wore socks. I don't know why he would do that, but yes. He also didn't know how to tie laces, which is kind of embarrassing, but nothing is embarrassing when you are the smartest person in the room. Can we people have a brain like him? The answer to that is no, but here is the good news. You can train your brain to work better. If you play an instrument, then the left and right side of your brain has a better connection in general. The more you train a part of your brain, the stronger it gets. So just remember, you can achieve anything. Now you guys tell me your thoughts on how his brain was different from others. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this, and press on the bell icon so you stay notified. Until next time, bye-bye.